is the reason for education, is so that you can raise up good citizens. That's the reason for any kind of a public education system, for sure. Of course, as parents, we want our kids to be educated. As Christian parents, we want our kids to be educated in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. We know that fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, that's the most important thing that would happen. And so, of course, when you remove any concept of right or wrong, any fear of a creator, any acknowledgement of a creator, you lose wisdom, you lose knowledge, you end up with a failed system. And so 60 years ago, we took praying out of schools, Bible out of schools, recognition of God out of schools, all of that, and we're living with the result of it. Now, the Marxists took over education. They own the teacher unions, okay? Watch these crazy speeches of these people that run the teacher unions, and they're nuts. I'm telling you, they are radical Marxists. They are radical sexual revolution. They think that they should be able to carve up your kids without you knowing about it. They think that they should be able to indoctrinate your children with these crazy left-wing sexual insanity, ideas that a guy can become a girl, that a girl can become a guy, that men should be able to compete in women's sports. I mean, it's all nuts, and we all knew that 15 seconds ago. But ever since Bruce Jenner decided to make it popular for people, it just took off like a rocket in this nation, void of any concept of right and wrong. And now our schools are supporting this nonsense. And it's gotten to the point, it is so bad that we actually have children that think they're cats. They call themselves furries. And instead of the school saying, that's nuts, you're not a cat. If you need counseling, fine, we'll get you to a counselor that can explain to you you're a human being. But instead, what are we doing? We're literally putting kitty litter in the bathrooms at public schools so that these children can live out this fantasy of being a cat, and they can pee in a kitty litter box instead of in a toilet like a human being would. That's where we are. Okay, that's how bad the education system is. And I know some of you out there are saying, yeah, but not my school. My school doesn't do that. They're doing that stuff in Dripping Springs. They're doing that stuff in my hometown. I guarantee you they're doing it in your hometown. Maybe not to that extent. Maybe they haven't handed out the kitty litter baskets yet, but they're doing a lot of this nonsense. The porn is in your libraries, the ridiculous teaching, the grooming of children. It's happening in virtually every public school in the country. I would argue probably every public school in the country, even in the small towns. And again, lots of reasons for all of this. The biggest reason is not following the Constitution and allowing people to remove God from the equation, but the federal government trying to micromanage our local public schools and having a president that wants this nonsense in the classroom and bribing schools with the lunch money, literally bribing them with their own lunch money if they don't buy into this radical stuff. Okay, that's the state of affairs.